Did you know that some of the vitamins you take every night might be quietly stealing your strength? You may exercise regularly, eat plenty of protein, even take your omega-3 supplements faithfully. But if you're over 60 and take the wrong vitamins before bed, your body could be losing muscle while you sleep. For decades, seniors have been told that more supplements mean better health. But the truth is, timing matters just as much as dosage. Your muscles don't rebuild when you're awake. They rebuild during deep sleep, between midnight and 2 a.m., when growth hormone surges and your body repairs itself. Take the wrong vitamins at that hour, and you block the very process meant to keep you strong and independent. As a physician who has worked with thousands of older adults, I've seen it firsthand. People doing everything right, eating well, exercising, yet still losing strength year after year. The hidden reason often isn't age. It's poor supplement timing. In this video, I'll reveal 3 vitamins you must never take at night because they disturb sleep, weaken recovery, and even stiffen your muscles. Then, I'll share 3 powerful nutrients you should take before bed, the ones that help you rebuild muscle naturally, improve sleep quality, and wake up stronger each morning. Before we begin, hit subscribe and turn on the bell so you never miss a senior health tip. And in the comments, tell me where you're watching from and what time it is right now. I want to see how far this message has traveled. 1. Iron, the sleep destroyer. For most of your life, you've probably heard that iron keeps you strong, that it builds healthy red blood cells and fights fatigue. And that's true, but only when it's taken at the right time. For seniors, taking iron at night can quietly turn into a disaster for your muscles, your sleep, and even your heart. Here's why. Iron is a heavy mineral. When it enters your stomach, it competes with other nutrients for absorption, especially magnesium and zinc, 2 minerals your body desperately needs at night to rebuild muscle. If you take iron before bed, it blocks these nutrients from entering your bloodstream, leaving your muscles starved while you sleep. And the result? Your body spends the night restless instead of rebuilding. But that's not the only problem. Iron also irritates the stomach lining and can cause acid reflux, nausea, or cramping, especially in older adults whose digestion slows down with age. Those mild stomach aches you feel at midnight, they might not be from dinner. They could be your iron supplement, keeping you awake. Once your sleep is disrupted, everything falls apart. Deep sleep is when your body releases growth hormone, the chemical signal that tells your muscles to repair and grow. Without it, your body simply can't recover. So, even if you lift weights, eat protein, or take your omega-3 seconds, none of it matters if your rest is ruined. I remember one of my patients, Margaret, a 62-year-old retired teacher. She told me she took her iron supplement every night because her doctor said it didn't matter when she took it. But she couldn't sleep through the night, always tossing, turning, and waking up tired. After reviewing her routine, I asked her to move her iron to the morning and pair it with a glass of orange juice. Within 2 weeks, her sleep improved dramatically. Her morning energy returned, and her muscle soreness faded away. It's a small change that makes a huge difference. The truth is simple. Iron works best in the morning, taken with vitamin C for better absorption. At night, it becomes your enemy, interrupting sleep, blocking recovery, and quietly draining the very strength it was supposed to protect. That's why I always tell my patients, never take iron before bed. It might seem harmless, but it silently steals the rest your muscles need most. And if you think iron is bad, wait until you hear about the next vitamin one that acts like caffeine in disguise, keeping your brain wired and your muscles weak all night long. If you're still watching and finding these insights helpful, please comment 1 below to let me know you're here. Now, let's move on to number 2. Vitamin B complex. 2 Vitamin B complex, the hidden caffeine. Most people take B vitamins thinking they'll give them more energy and protect their brain. That's partly true during the day. But at night, that same energy boost can quietly destroy the sleep your body needs to build and repair muscle. The truth is that vitamins like B6 and B12 stimulate your nervous system. They increase the production of neurotransmitters such as dopamine and adrenaline chemicals that keep your brain alert and your metabolism running fast. In the morning, that's exactly what you want. But before bed, it's like drinking 3 cups of coffee and expecting to fall asleep. For seniors, this is especially dangerous. After 60, your body produces less melatonin and takes longer to enter deep sleep. That means any stimulant, even from something as innocent as a vitamin pill, can delay the start of your rest cycle by hours. And when deep sleep is delayed, the release of growth hormone, the very signal that rebuilds muscle fibers, is drastically reduced. You wake up feeling stiff, tired, and weaker than the day before. I'll never forget one of my patients, Ryan, a 6'8" former athlete who came to me frustrated. He was lifting weights, eating enough protein, and taking supplements faithfully. Yet he still felt exhausted. When I reviewed his routine, I noticed he took his B complex right before bed, believing it would help his body recover overnight. I asked him to switch it to the morning, after breakfast. 2 weeks later, he called me and said, "Doctor, I finally slept through the night. I feel 10 years younger." His strength tests later confirmed a 30% improvement in muscle performance. The science supports what Ryan experienced. A study in the Journal of Clinical Sleep Medicine found that adults who took B vitamins in the evening had delayed REM sleep and higher nighttime brain activity compared to those who took them earlier. In other words, the mind stayed awake while the body begged for rest. The bottom line is simple. B-complex vitamins are powerful, but timing is everything. Taken in the morning, they fuel your energy and metabolism. Taken at night, they overstimulate your nervous system, rob you of deep sleep, and prevent your muscles from repairing. That's why I tell every patient over 60, keep your B vitamins for breakfast, not bedtime. You'll wake up stronger, more focused, and better rested. And if you think that's surprising, wait until you hear about the third supplement, one that's supposed to protect your bones but could actually be turning your muscles to stone. Now, let's move on to number 3, calcium. 3. Calcium. When bone health backfires at night. For decades, seniors have been told that calcium is the secret to strong bones and independence. Doctors, commercials, and supplement labels all repeat the same message. Take your calcium daily to prevent fractures and osteoporosis. That advice isn't entirely wrong, but what almost no one tells you is that the timing of your calcium matters just as much as the dosage. When you take calcium at night, especially in large doses, and without magnesium, it can quietly do more harm than good. Here's why. Calcium and magnesium are partners in balance. Calcium contracts your muscles, while magnesium helps them relax. During the night, your body needs more magnesium to ease tension, lower stress hormones, and allow your muscles to recover. But when you flood your system with calcium before bed, it overwhelms that balance. The excess calcium can't enter your bones efficiently, so it stays in your bloodstream and tissues instead. That's when the trouble begins. Without enough magnesium to guide it, calcium starts to settle in the wrong places. Your arteries, your joints, and your muscles. Over time, that leads to stiffness, cramps, and even calcification of soft tissue. It's like turning your flexible muscles into concrete. Instead of waking up refreshed, you wake up sore and tight. I remember one of my patients, Dorothy, a 71-year-old grandmother who followed her doctor's advice religiously every night. She took 200 milligrams of calcium before bed, but she came to me complaining of muscle cramps so painful they woke her up at 3 a.m. Her legs felt heavy, Her joints ached, and she was afraid to walk in the mornings. When I checked her magnesium levels, they were dangerously low. I asked her to stop taking calcium at night and switch to smaller doses during the day, each paired with meals and a magnesium supplement before bed. Within 3 weeks, her cramps disappeared. After 2 months, she said she felt lighter and more flexible than she had in years. The science backs her story. Research published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that high calcium intake without adequate magnesium increases arterial stiffness and muscle weakness in older adults. In other words, too much calcium at the wrong time can literally harden your body from the inside out. The takeaway is clear. Calcium is not the enemy, but the way you take it can be. For healthy bones and strong muscles, divide your calcium into smaller doses with meals, and always pair it with magnesium in a 2:1 ratio. Taking calcium at night may seem harmless, but for the aging body, it's a quiet mistake that can steal flexibility, balance, and confidence. If you think calcium's effect is surprising, just wait. The vitamins that truly rebuild muscle overnight aren't the ones you expect, and they could completely transform how your body recovers as you age. Now, let's talk about the 3 you should take before bed. 1. Magnesium glycinate, the foundation of nighttime muscle repair. After learning what not to take before bed, let's talk about what your body actually needs to rebuild and protect your muscles overnight. The first, and perhaps most powerful, is magnesium glycinate, the quiet hero of muscle recovery. Magnesium is involved in more than 300 processes in your body, but one of its most vital roles is activating protein synthesis, the process that repairs and rebuilds muscle fibers while you sleep. Without enough magnesium, your body simply can't convert the protein you eat into actual muscle tissue. And here's the shocking part. Studies estimate that up to 80% of adults over 60 are magnesium deficient. Yet most never know it. After 50, your stomach produces less acid, which means you absorb less magnesium from food. On top of that, common medications like diuretics, heartburn pills, and diabetes drugs drain magnesium from your body even faster. That's why so many older adults experience cramps, stiffness, or nighttime restlessness and assume it's just part of aging. It's not. It's magnesium deficiency. When you take magnesium glycinate, a highly absorbable form about 30 minutes before bed, something remarkable happens. Your muscles relax, your nervous system calms, your blood vessels open slightly, improving circulation, and most importantly, your brain begins to release more growth hormone, the natural trigger for muscle repair and fat metabolism. I remember my patient Linda, who came to me complaining of constant leg cramps that woke her up almost every night. She exercised regularly and ate well, yet her body ached. I suggested she start taking 300 milligrams of magnesium glycinate before bed, with a small glass of water. 2 weeks later, she called and said, "Doctor, I'm finally sleeping through the night. I wake up without pain." The difference wasn't magic, it was biology. Once her muscles had enough magnesium, they could finally relax and repair properly. If you prefer to get magnesium naturally, you can enjoy an evening meal that combines grilled salmon, sautéed spinach, roasted pumpkin seeds, and a square of dark chocolate. Together, those foods provide over 200 milligrams of magnesium, and they taste amazing. The science supports these results. Research from the Journal of the International Society of Sports Nutrition found that older adults who took magnesium before bed improved both muscle strength and physical performance within 12 weeks. So, if you want your body to recover while you sleep, magnesium glycinate is your foundation. It doesn't just help you rest better, it helps your muscles come back stronger every single night. And while magnesium sets the stage, the next nutrient makes sure that stage is used to its full potential. Let's talk about zinc, the mineral that turns your recovery into real muscle growth. 2. Zinc, the catalyst that turns sleep into strength. If magnesium is the foundation of muscle recovery, zinc is the spark that brings it to life. While magnesium relaxes your body and prepares it for deep, restorative sleep, zinc steps in to ignite the chemical reactions that actually build new muscle tissue during that rest. Zinc is one of the most important minerals for adults over 60. Yet it's also one of the most overlooked. After middle age, your body's ability to absorb zinc drops significantly, and many medications like blood pressure pills or antacids drain even more of it from your system. The result? Fatigue, poor recovery, and a gradual loss of muscle mass known as sarcopenia. Here's the science in simple terms. Zinc activates more than 300 enzymes that control protein synthesis, tissue repair, and hormone production. Without it, your muscles can't effectively use the protein you eat or the magnesium you take. It's like owning a car with a full gas tank but no ignition key. Zinc is that key. It starts the process. Taking zinc picolinate or zinc glycinate about 30 minutes before bed, ideally on an empty stomach or at least 2 hours after dinner, helps your body in 2 major ways. First, it boosts the natural release of testosterone and growth hormone, 2 hormones critical for maintaining muscle strength and energy after 61. Second, it strengthens your immune system overnight, preventing the inflammation that often causes muscles to break down instead of rebuild. One of my patients, Frank, a 70-year-old retired engineer, is living proof. He told me he felt weaker every year, despite eating well and exercising faithfully. I reviewed his supplements and noticed he was missing zinc entirely. I advised him to start taking 20 milligrams of zinc glycinate nightly alongside his magnesium. 6 weeks later, he walked into my office smiling. "Doctor," he said, "I can climb stairs again without stopping. My arms don't feel like noodles anymore." His lab results later confirmed higher testosterone and leaner muscle mass. Studies support these real-world results. Research in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition showed that zinc supplementation in older adults increased lean body mass and muscle strength by nearly 30% compared to a placebo group. But timing matters. Zinc should never be taken with calcium or iron because they compete for absorption in your gut. Keep them separate, and zinc can do its job, helping your muscles recover faster, your sleep deepen, and your energy return each morning. In short, zinc and magnesium are the nighttime dream team. Together, they repair what the day has broken down and give your body the resilience it deserves. Still, there's one more missing piece: the nutrient that keeps your muscles flexible and your bones strong so your efforts don't go to waste. Let's talk about vitamin D3 and K2. The final key to preventing muscle loss after 60. 3. Vitamin D3 plus K2, the final shield for muscle and bone strength. Magnesium and zinc repair and rebuild your muscles while you sleep. But there's one last piece of the puzzle, a duo that makes sure your new strength doesn't fade away. That combination is vitamin D3 and vitamin K2. Together, they form the ultimate shield for your muscles, bones, and overall mobility after 60. You probably already know that vitamin D supports bone health. But what most people don't realize is that it's also essential for muscle function. Every muscle fiber in your body contains vitamin D receptors. When those receptors are activated, they help your muscles contract properly, maintain balance, and avoid fatigue. Without enough vitamin D, even strong muscles can feel weak and unsteady, something many older adults mistake for just getting old. The problem is that after 60, your skin produces far less vitamin D from sunlight, and your body stores it less efficiently. That's why many seniors, even those who spend time outdoors, still end up deficient. And when vitamin D levels drop, So does muscle strength. Now, here's where vitamin K2 becomes crucial. While vitamin D helps your body absorb calcium, vitamin K2 decides where that calcium goes. It directs it into your bones and teeth, not your arteries, joints, or muscles. Without enough K2, calcium can accumulate in soft tissue, causing stiffness, cramps, and even arterial calcification. In other words, vitamin K2 ensures that calcium strengthens your skeleton instead of turning your muscles into stone. I recall my patient Eleanor, a 74-year-old grandmother who loved gardening but had been struggling with muscle cramps and joint pain. She was already taking calcium and vitamin D3, yet her discomfort kept worsening. When I tested her levels, she was severely low in vitamin K2. After adding 2,000 IU of vitamin D3 and 100 micrograms of K2 to her nightly routine, her flexibility returned. Her cramps disappeared, and she told me, "Doctor, I can finally kneel in my garden again without pain." Science agrees. A study in the Journal of Nutrition and Metabolism found that older adults supplementing with both D3 and K2 improved muscle performance, bone density, and overall mobility compared to those who took D3 alone. The optimal combination is simple. Take 1,000 to 2,000 IU of vitamin D3 with 100 micrograms of K2 after dinner or before bed, along with your magnesium and zinc. Together, they work synergistically to maintain muscle tone, prevent bone loss, and support healthy calcium balance throughout your body. This trio, magnesium, zinc, and D3 plus K2, is your body's overnight recovery system. It repairs, protects, and strengthens you while you sleep. Now that you know what to take and what to avoid, let's bring everything together, because the key to aging strong isn't just in your supplements. It's in understanding how every choice before bed shapes your tomorrow. Now you've seen the truth. Not all vitamins are your friends at night. Iron, B complex, and high-dose calcium, the three supplements most people trust, can actually sabotage your rest, stiffen your muscles, and block recovery when your body needs it most. For older adults, every hour of deep sleep is precious. It's when growth hormone is released, when protein turns into muscle, and when the body repairs the wear and tear of the day. Lose that, and you lose strength, balance, and independence over time. But the good news is that rebuilding your body doesn't require magic, just wisdom. By choosing magnesium glycinate, zinc, and vitamin D3 with K2 before bed, you give your muscles exactly what they need to heal and grow while you sleep. These nutrients calm your nervous system, deepen your rest, and support natural hormone production, helping you wake up with less stiffness, more energy, and renewed confidence in your body. It's not about taking more pills. It's about taking the right ones at the right time. After 60, your body's rhythm changes. What once worked in your 40s might now drain your energy or weaken your recovery. But when you understand your body's timing, every night becomes an opportunity to rebuild quietly, naturally, and powerfully. So tonight, before you reach for your usual supplements, pause and think. Are you feeding your muscles or fighting them? The answer could decide how strong, mobile, and independent you remain in the years ahead. Take back your nights, protect your muscles, and give your body the care it's been asking for all along, because healthy aging starts while you sleep.